Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For this install, I'm going to be doing the stocking cap methods. So I'm just brushing back the little bit of edges I have left out of my wig braids and then putting on the cap, as you can see here. Then I make these two small slits right over my ears so I can pull them out, and so the stocking cap will still cover my sideburns. And you kind of don't want to make the hole too big because then it won't cover your sideburns as well as it should. To stick down the cap, I'm going to use the Got2b spray because it dries quicker than the gel. And I'm basically just spraying it in front of my hairline, like where I want the cap to be. So I'm spraying it a little bit ahead of my hairline and just going right around and still getting the sideburns because I really want that part to stick down. Then I'm using my blow dryer on cool to dry it. I'm adding more really to these sides because I really want the sideburns to stick down, because that's where my wig normally starts lifting up first, and I found that the stocking cap kind of helps your wig to stick down. I think overall I did 2 layers of the spray all around and then like 3 for just the sideburn area. If you don't actually have sideburns, then it's going to be easier to stick down, but I have hair there, so I had to really make sure that it stuck down right there. Then I'm just going to use scissors to cut away the excess cap that's left. You guys can just see how I cut my ears out from under the cap and still keep the sideburn part down. And I'm basically just cutting away all of like those fuzzy edges. Well, it's still going to be a little bit fuzzy at the edge, but the glue is going to fix that. But I'm basically just trying to peel it back as close to my hairline as possible so I don't have a lot of cap sticking out under the hairline of my wig once I put it on. I'm speeding through this section because it really took a while for me to cut away as much of the cap as I needed to cut away. And I'm also going to put the wig on so I can see if I can see where the cap is still sticking out and where I still need to cut down. I'm just going to keep doing that until I'm satisfied with how much of the cap I've already cut off. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm taking this, these old time makeup sponges, the wedges, and then I'm going to use my foundation on the cap so that I look bald basically. And I'm looking at the lace to see if it matches my skin, and I think it doesn't, so I'm using this lace tint. It's almond, which is not my skin color, but it worked. And then before I start applying the glue, I'm going to use some alcohol to clean off my forehead so there's no makeup or any of the other products still on my forehead. And this wig can be worn glueless, so as you can see, it's sitting really flat without me using any adhesive, but I still want to glue it down so that I just want to glue it down. I'm going to cut my ear tabs, and you can just see what I'm doing here. I'm using my finger to part hair around my ear, and then I'm going to cut in the best way to explain it is like a diagonal C, like a mixture between a diagonal and a C, that shape, and I'm cutting around my ear to like the back of the frontal. And you can see it just like leaves the perfect space for my ear. And you don't want to cut off your ear tabs because your ear tabs will help your frontal to lay down, especially if it's not glueless. It will help your frontal to lay down flat. So this is a really important step that I learned. And this is how it looks. And cutting off more of the cap. Okay, so to apply the glue, I'm using BOLDHOLD, the Extreme Cream, and this is a brush. I got it on Amazon. I'm doing dots, and then I'm going to use the brush and just kind of smooth it out so it's like a smooth, thin layer of glue. And I'm doing that all around the hairline. I'm kind of following the shape of the cap. And the glue is also going to get the edges of the cap that aren't flat down. They're going to get them to stick down to my skin, so it's like a real ball cap. And I didn't blow dry it. It really does dry really quickly. You want to wait until it's clear to do your other layer. I did 3 layers in all. I know I said 2, but I did 3. And then I just flipped the lace back over and stuck it in the glue. Used the rat tail comb to kind of like smush it in a little bit. It just helps to melt the lace into the glue. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just using this little comb tool thing to melt the lace into the glue. Then I'm just going to use my scissors. I'm cutting just with the scissors up the middle. Then I'm going to use the eyebrow razor to cut away the excess lace, because it will give it like those jagged edges that make it look really natural and less wiggy. And I'm basically following the shape of the hairline. Okay, and then I'm kind of pushing the hair behind my ear because I know that's how I'm really going to wear it. And then I'm taking this elastic band and I'm going to wrap that around the hairline, because that is really going to help the glue to melt into the lace and to just look like flat and seamless and boom. I'm using the blow dryer, my blow dryer on warm, to help to melt the lace in, because I don't have like a dryer or anything. I don't know how long I did this, probably like 5 minutes. And please be careful taking it off because it hurts. And this is how it looks, just melted in. I'm going to also cut some kind of makeshift sideburns, I guess, just taking some hair from around my ear and cutting it kind of jagged, like shaggy, because it's, you know, it's cute. Okay, so that kind of concludes the the like gluing down process. As you can see, the lace is not lifting at all. The BOLDHOLD really like sticks it down. And then moving on to like just making the wig look more natural now that it's on my head, I'm using this mousse to smooth back the hair so I can see the hairline, because I don't like how it looks. It looks really boxy and like Kendall like to me. Even though it is already plucked, but I plucked it on the mannequin head, so it looks different on me. So I'm going to just go in and tweak it a little bit, but I'm using the mousse to smooth it back first so I can see how it looks. Basically, I'm using my tweezer to just pluck the hairline some more and just get it to look less boxy and more natural. I'm going to speed through this because it's like pretty self-explanatory, like I'm just plucking. Then I'm using this satiny silky scarf to tie it down for the night, because it helps the lace to just melt in, especially while you sleep. You don't want to use like those hard like cotton materials, because it causes like friction, I guess, against the hair, and it messes the hair up. So just use the satiny ones. The next day, I think I'm taking it down so you guys can see how it looks once the lace is all melted in, and you guys can see how I plucked it a little better here. way better, way less boxy, and the lace is just like looking scalp, like that's scalp. This is my hair. This is 100% my hair. This wig is from HAIRSNSTN. I do have a video coloring this wig that I will leave in the description box for you guys to see. And I'm just playing around with the hair because how I tied it down isn't how I'd wear it, so I'm just showing you guys how I actually wear the hair. Kind of just brush it down out of the mousse and then pull it behind my ear, and that just also looks more natural to me. This was my first time using BOLDHOLD, and really my first time doing like a proper install on myself, especially with glue, and I'm content with it. I don't think it's the worst install out there. It's definitely not the best, and I'm still working on it, but I'm proud of myself, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And you guys can also enjoy these clips of me brushing and playing with my hair because I really do like how it came out. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment telling me your likes, dislikes, and if you have any other tips, because I would love to get better at this. I'll see you guys in my next one, and thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Bye bye.